I do get these questions a lot when it comes to the visa applications for a student. I mean, student visa application to Spain. So, here, according to the IPREN, this is an office that stands for Public Income Indicator. Then you have to make sure that what it means here is that the assets on your monthly expenses, right? So how much money do you need to have, and then how much expenses do you need to have in your statements, depending on the number of days that you want to spend in Europe, right? So specifically for Spain, that is the public income indicator. So if your course is gonna be like, let's say, a 6 month courses, right? That is the common one that people have been going for, maybe a 12 month, which I'll come back to that point very soon. Yeah, that you have to stay here to the end of the video. So according to the public income indicator here, what it means here is that your living expenses is gonna be 600 euros. So let's say, so that is between 600 euros to 700 euros on a monthly basis, right? So per month, right? So that is what we are talking about here. So per month, on every month, you have to spend that money. That is the estimated cost. It's not mandatory that you should spend that money, but that is the assumption behind, or that is what they want to see in your account before they can take any legal action here. So now, a living expense, if your cost is gonna be a 6 months, well, what it means here is that 600, assuming you are going for the 600 multiplied by this, you are going to get what, a 3,000 600 euros for the living expenses, right? So for the living expenses, what about the tuition fee? So if the tuition fee, let's say for the 6 months, you are going to pay this amount here, that is 1,500 to, let's say, 3,000 euros on the tuition fee. That is your course here, right? So by the way, we have a collaboration with one of the reputable institution and in Europe, that's into a language school. If you want to have your masters, your uni, you are just a language course. Even for the funny thing, and then the most gracious thing is that they don't need any certificate for you to apply for the language course. If that is what you are interested in, there's no, let me know in the comment section below that you are interested, right? Okay, now they also want to see that you have a flight, or some, maybe let's say flight plus some buffer here is gonna be, if you are only, you are not going for a business class, of course. Those of you who are going for the business class, your flight will not be around 1,000 euros. Are you getting it? So you have to show that you have a flight money in your bank statement, this tuition fee is available, and then more importantly, the living expenses here, right? So that is the key here. Now, let's say the best safe minimum balance that you should have in your bank statement here is that is you should have an amount of 6,500 euros to 8,000 euros in your statement for the course of what, a 6 months. Is that okay? Now you can even sum it up. So if you add this flat, that's gonna be, let's say, 6,600, right? Plus another, that's going to be 7,000, right? So 7,000, can you see? 7,000, 7,600. So if I am choosing the cost to be 3,000, right? So if your cost is not up to that, that is fine. So that is why you need to come and apply through our agency service. Is that okay? So you get a very best affordable tuition fee. So don't run away. There's always a rule here. So this is the key. This is the key here. So stay here and then let's check that. Now let's go to those of you, your courses are going for, let's say, a 12-month courses here. So if you are going for a 12-month course, then living expenses still remain the same. That is the 600 euros multiplied by the 12 month, because 12 months, that is what, a year, 1 year course, right? So you are going for a 1 year course, that is going to be 7,200 euros here for the living expenses. That is the estimated according to the public income indicator, right? Okay, now the next thing is that your tuition fee. So let's say your tuition for the whole year is what, 2,000 euros to 4,000 euros estimated. Is that okay? I don't know the country or the college that you want to apply to, so it's your own choice. So make sure that you check that, or you can just replace that by your fee, right? Okay, what about the flight? Still remain the same. So this is mostly for economy, right? So economy, yeah, economy, let's say 1,000 euros. But if you are going for VIP or business class, once again, that is your own choice. So best safe minimum balance in your bank statement should be, let's say, 10k, right? So 10,000 euros to 13,000 euros in your bank statement. That is the best safe minimum. Now let's see the rule that I'm talking about. So always show 20 to 30% more than the minimum balance. Is that okay? Always show that. Always show 20 to what 30% more than the minimum. So if this one is gonna be a minimum, calculate 20% or 30% of this one, add it to that one if you don't know how to calculate this. So for simplicity, let me go for this. So let's say 10,000 is your minimum safe balance multiplied by 20% here. So 20% is 20 over 100. 0 cancel 0. This cancel this, and then this one multiplied by that. So I'm going to have 2 0, and then what? Another 0 0 here. That's gonna be what I'm having a 2,000, right? So 2,000 plus the 10,000 here, so it's gonna be 12,000, right? So we estimate that you should have an amount of 12,000 euros in your bank statement if your course is going for the 12-month period based on these suggestions. Do you have any special question? We are available for your consultation. You can just click down the link below for a paid consultation. That place you can discuss your personal issues with us, whereby we address your points correctly one by one. Let me know in the comment section below if your course feeling this, if this one also helps and then get you to achieve your visa. All the best in your visa application.